I remember me getting her accustomed to me saying, I love you, you know? And with black parents, it's strange, The love is the warm plates, it's the food, it's the school you go to, it's the nice clothes you wear. But I started saying that, and I think it was all for a reason, because in hindsight, I always used to reflect, like, the she saw me shape into becoming a man, obviously she's not around for me to spoil her, but she saw what she had done a great job, and I'm just grateful for having that time with her, because some people lose their moms at a very early age. I dated someone once who only knows her mom from a picture. You know what I mean? And people always say, you look like your mom, etc. So you also then just look on the bright side and count the blessings. But yeah, man, it's not easy. And you almost never heal from losing a mom. And I just want to tell anybody out there, you never heal. If you haven't lost a parent yet, especially a mom, you never heal, but you manage to go on. And I say you never heal because you heal enough to live a healthy life, for it not to cripple you. But it's always there, It's always there. There are always milestones and moments, where you're like,
I wish my mom.
I wish my mom was here. Are you proud of me? And then there's moments where you're like, do you see how bad life is? Are you disappointed as well? Because you ask those questions as well. So it's almost like Islanda that you live with,
Oh,
yeah,
that's the way. It's Islanda that you live with. And I don't know what happens to people when they're about to pass. My mom tells me a story. So with you, my grandmother, before she passed, she was in hospital. She had been sick for quite some time. But up until she saw me as a little baby, up until she saw me, she passed. My father was in hospital for 3 weeks. Hospital and geez, he went through the most. My father was diabetic, and
my mom as well.
Up until up until I brought my daughter in that hospital room in his deathbed, up until he saw my daughter.
Wow.
The following day in the morning, he passed. I don't know what it is, but it's like when they're in hospital or in their deathbed, and it's like they're not gonna go up until this situation happens or this.
Can't explain it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and people say things like, when somebody passes on, somebody else in the family is getting born or something like that.